Breaking even does not mean you failed. It means that you're setting the foundation for growth. Welcome back to the channel, boys. Today is day 15 through 16 combined. I've been very down these last couple of days. I don't know if I'm catching a cold or if it's, I think like after the water park, I ended up just feeling very weak. Like even when I'm doing push-ups, like I just feel so fucking weak. My arms just feel weak. I did notice that I'm losing a lot of muscle and my stomach as well because I'm running too much. I don't want to say too much, but I'm running more than usual. So I don't know if it's any of those two things. These last couple of days have been very tough on my body. I really don't know why. I don't know if it's that I'm getting sick. There was a specific like section at the water park where it was like so fucking cold. So maybe it was that, but I don't know, bro. I think it's like me getting used to the overnight shift too. I don't really know, but my body is in pain. But I've been testing myself. I've been setting the foundation when it comes to trading, when it comes to like my physical. Sunday, I set the tone. The first time I ever tried running 3 miles, and it was absolutely crazy. I ran 3 miles in 30 minutes. Yesterday, Monday, I wanted to test my 1 mile run and just go all in. And I need to work on my 1 mile run. Running the mile in like 7 minutes is not it for me because if I want to get a lower 2 mile, if I want to get a quicker 2 mile, if I want to get a quicker 3 mile, I need to start from the basics, right? From the I need to set the foundation with the 1 mile. I need to be consistently running the 1 mile in under 5 minutes, 4 minutes, which I know is possible because I used to do that. Not even I'm not even talking about high school. I'm talking about like 3 years ago. I was running the mile in under 5 minutes, 5:30. It was my best, and I was not even at this weight. I was a little bit heavier, so I definitely know I can do that shit. But what does this have to do with breaking even in trading, and how does this relate? Well, these last couple trading days, I've been setting the foundation for when it comes to who I am as a trader, how I follow my plan, how I follow my rules, and understanding that breaking even is not bad. It really is just a foundation to become a profitable trader. Breaking even, first of all, it's not losing, right? You're not losing. You're mitigating the losses. You're not letting yourself bleed out unnecessarily. There's always a reason why I break even quicker on a couple trades or I wait a little bit more on another trades. And especially with how the market has been these last couple of days leading up to tomorrow, Wednesday, it made the most sense for me to be very cautious and just protect my capital and just be aware of like where we are in the market. The break even stage is not a losing stage. When you're coming from an unprofitable mindset where you're losing all the time, where you want to win, where you're desperate to see some money, like breaking even might feel like failure. You're like, damn, I'm missing out on these profits. Like, for example, today I broke even 3 times and my rules allow me to take multiple trades. If I break even, I could take multiple trades. I'm not going to take an exact same setup like a couple minutes after it happened, right? But my system allows me to take more than 2 trades if I'm breaking even. So today I broke even 3 times. I ended up with like $50 in profit just because we had like a crazy ass wick. And I was in profit. I had my stop loss in profit for like $100, but it was a lot of volume that came in and like just wicked me out. It was crazy because after that wick, price just ended up trading sideways. The trade didn't even play out, so I just ended up in profit. I had 3 break-even trades and 1 winning trade. But the break-even stage is where the momentum starts to shift. You start understanding your system, you start understanding your strategy, you start to realize that there is no need to be emotionally attached to your stop loss. There is no need to be emotionally attached to your take profit, because at the end of the day, back testing your strategy, you should know that there's a probability that you're going to lose 40% of the time, 60% of the time, whatever the case might be. Out of 10 trades, you know that 6 trades might be losers, but those 4 winning trades outweigh the losing trades. The break-even stage is more of a momentum shift. It's more like a I want to say like, I want to say it's more like a paradigm shift where like you start seeing what's possible because you're detaching away from the outcome, and you're becoming more aware, and you're more in tune with your system, with your model. You're understanding that, okay, probabilities are what are going to make me profitable, not my emotions. Ah, man, fucking kills me. Uh, Not my emotions, not my desires to win, but probabilities are what are going to bring profitability, right? At the end of the day, if your system has a 30% win rate, you're going to lose 7 trades out of 10, but you're going to win 3, and those 3 trades are going to outweigh your losers. That's the whole thing. But our mind is not conditioned to understand that. We think that a low win rate is bad. We think that, especially like I grew up playing video games, bro. So if I have a low win rate, I'm ass, right? But in trading, it's not the same thing. If I'm over here risking, let's say $200 per trade, and I'm losing 7 trades, but my risk to reward is like 1 to 3, 1 to 2. I mean, I'm going to be profitable over time. And the times that I break even, which 9 times out of 10 are because the trade is invalid, I mean, I'm not losing. So the probabilities right there, like if it was a losing trade overall, it wasn't just a break even trade. If it was a losing trade, I mean, there's one of the 7 losses that ended up in a break even. It didn't end up in a loss. You know, if you guys are following with me, like you're limiting those 7 losses. And now when you're winning, the probability shift in your favor because you did take those losses at a break-even point. They were not affecting your account because you understood the risk, you understood the probability of the trade not playing out for you. I mean, it kind of makes, I don't know if I'm not making sense, but it makes sense to me. And it relates to my run, it relates to everything, like setting the foundation, right? I understand that I want to run a quick mile. It's not gonna happen today. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. Especially with my 2 miles, like it feels like it feels like I'm breaking even. It feels like I'm not making progress because I stayed at 16 minutes per the 2 miles. And it feels like I'm just stuck right here, right? Like break even. I'm just like break even, right? And it really is just setting the foundation. It's not, I'm not getting worse, but I'm not getting better. But now it's like, okay, what do I change in order to run the mile faster? And going back to the basic, which is running a 1 mile, focusing on my 1 mile. I'm just timing the 1 mile and then I'm running after that, but I'm just more focused on like the 1 mile mark rather than the 2 mile mark, which it might be confusing and I might just fuck myself over, but the point is like it correlates with my trading, right? I'm breaking even. I want to say like I'm breaking even at 16 minutes, which is not bad. If you look at it in the running terms, it's like, okay, my top time is 16:36. I'm averaging around 16:40 to 16:30 minutes per the 2 miles. So I'm not getting better, but I'm not getting worse. I'm pretty much at a break-even stage in my running. But if you look at it from the trading standpoint, if you're not making money, it feels like you're losing. But if you're looking at it from the running standpoint, like you're not making progress, but you're not losing progress. So you're still good. You're still getting better. You just got to get stronger and faster. Same thing when it comes to trading. Your mind has to get stronger. Your systems have to be more, you have to be more in tune with your systems. You have to be more in tune with your rules, following everything to the T and not letting your emotions get in the way. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys, like these last couple of days, especially with this price action, I just been itching for a fucking win. Especially last week on Monday, I had a win. I had a $500 win, and after that, I broke even. No, I didn't take no trades on Tuesday. I had 2 L's on Wednesday and Thursday, and ended the week up like $169. I'm currently up like 230 if I'm not wrong, or 210 on the account. But it's kind of hard, like dealing with your emotions and like everything going on. But now it's like the old me would have blown this account by now, you know. The unprofitable version of myself would have overtraded, would have over leveraged, would have let his emotions get the best out of him. And what I'm noticing now is like I'm patient. I'm understanding that we have FOMC, we have all these high impact news, high volatility that are going to affect the market on the long run. Especially yesterday's like huge ass rally. We had a fucking 200-point opening during Asian session, and it was just crazy. But I'm understanding that the market is preparing itself for like a 50-point, 70-point cut from the Fed, right? So where if it happens, I mean, the market is just preventing something worse from happening, you know? Like I'm just understanding a little bit more about the market. I'm doing a little bit more of my own research when it comes to like why are these things happening, and I'm not tied to my emotions or like, oh, why can I not win this week or whatever. I'm becoming more self-aware. Like I told you guys on a previous video, it's like if you're not understanding what's happening in the market and you're just focused on your outcome of you winning, you becoming funded, getting your first payout, you're not going to stay in this game for the long run. Because if you don't understand where you're at and the environment that you're in, I mean, you're not going to survive, you know? But yeah, man, I mean, these last couple of days, I don't want to say I've been down, but it's just health wise. Like, I just been feeling very weak. Yesterday, I didn't post no video because I got home from work at around 8 a.m. I did a couple things at home, ended up going to bed around 10 and just woke up like at 7. I barely had time to go for my run and then just had to go to work. And yeah, I mean, I just didn't really have time, and then I just wasn't feeling it. Like I couldn't wake up. Like I normally wake up around 2 to 3 p.m. just to have like a good amount of time to do my stuff, but I just couldn't get out of bed, bro. And today too, like I wanted to go to the gym, but my body just didn't allow me to wake up. Like I swear, like I have my alarms and everything. I just couldn't get myself out of bed. Right now, I am going to go hit my run before I go to work. I'm about to get some medicine too, bro, because now I'm worried. Because it don't feel like no regular body ache or anything. It just feels, I don't know, like my head, like it starts from here all the way to my fucking legs. Like my legs feel weak, my arms feel weak. But we still gotta do what we gotta do, right? We still gotta show up for ourselves. We still gotta put in the work, because I could just take it as an excuse and be like, oh, I just been sick these last couple of days and not show up. But that really isn't how I do shit. I really just gotta get it done because that's who I am, you know? But with that being said, boys, hope I wasn't too much all over the place, because I feel like I'm all over the place when I don't have enough time to record the content. But long story short is you really got to set the foundation for everything. Breaking even, comparing it to running, is the start of the turnaround. It's your turning point. Remember, if I am running the 2 miles at 16 minutes, but I'm just staying at 16 minutes, I'm not taking longer or I'm not getting better, it doesn't mean that I am not winning or that I am not growing, right? It only means that I have to work in specific areas of my life. It only means that I have to focus on different areas of my running in order to get faster and just get better, you know? Same thing with trading. It doesn't mean that breaking even is bad. It's just that things are making sense and it's your turning point, but you really got to dial in with your routine, with your systems, with your rules, and with your strategy. Just back test it, really understand what's the win rate on your strategy, and be aware of the probabilities. It's that simple. But with that being said, boys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. When we're 1 subscriber away from 800 subscribers, bro. It's fucking crazy. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.